And so I've been on about 35 podcasts at this point. I mentioned I've been doing this for about a year. I've seen over this year about a 30% increase in my sales of my book, about a 25% increase in our web traffic, around a 35% increase in my email list because of the offer. Go back to what Dina said about making sure you have a nice offer there where you can capture client information. I have a workshop next week. About half the people in that class came from podcasts. It really does help you hone your message. It helps you get clear on what resonates with people out there. Sometimes we sit in our isolation, particularly if you're a solopreneur like me, and we create messages and we put it out there and we hope it's landing. But you can really see, even from the podcast hosts, what's landing with them and their audience. I'll tell you another thing that I've gotten out of the Interview Connections team. They have gotten me on podcasts that I would never have considered going on myself. If I'd looked at the podcast, I would have gone, nah, that one's not for me. But they got me on the podcast and it actually turned out to be a really good fit, much better than I thought. And so they're bringing in that expertise that saves me the time where I don't have to go research all those things and find out who all these different podcasters are and what they talk about. The comments that came up earlier, I think Jess said, find out if we're really who we say we are. They are. That's the first thing I'll say is it's a very responsive team. That's the one thing that you will always get with Interview Connections. And Guillaume, I see you seconding that with your nods there on screen. But they've just been fantastic to work with. I am the author of a book called Master Storytelling: How to Turn Your Experiences into Stories That Teach, Lead, and Inspire. And so I teach business leaders how to integrate their own personal experiences into stories with a purpose, not stories just to tell stories, but stories that have impact to teach, lead, sell, and inspire. And I've been with Interview Connections. I'm just like right at my 1-year anniversary, I think, is where I am. We were talking about that yesterday just a little bit too.